Good morning, dear friends. We might get interrupted by one of those notifications. This time it won't be I don't care. It'll be my wonderful daughter. But I had an idea and I wanted to post it. And as I'm saying this, yeah, you got your hurtin' hippie with Porch Ponderings. And as I'm saying that, I'm forgetting, oh yeah, the day after the day after. I'm not going to be 100% medical on ponderings. Y'all know that. I'm going to ponder about many things in the world. And maybe if you guys want to hear it, I might ponder tomorrow about a time in which I actually was on a commercial for a while. I was on the news, a pretty headline thing back, ooh, 20 years at least. I'd have to research it more and get you more info if you care. We all have our moments of fame in our lives, and I've had a few. Uh, but what I wanted to talk about today was the day after the day after. 2 days ago, I was, without much else to say, incredibly sick. There were probably 5 or 6 points where I was walking around the house in the middle of the night or during the day, didn't matter which, uh, between sleep and pain, thinking I'm going to the hospital. That's it. And I didn't have a vehicle. My vehicle was, I bet you if my vehicle was working good, even though it was, yeah, and the day wasn't that cold, I would have gone to the hospital. I didn't need to. I still don't know what it was. Was it a flu? Was it brought on by heavy uh, smoking the day before? But what it seems to have been in my studies through fibro, fibro people, also with IBS people, sometimes get a build up in their system of bad mojo. See, I'm not going to be very medical here, my friends, but it's called the. What I found it on the internet was a fibro flush. It's your body taking some kind of signal and pushing everything out. And yes, you're going to get too much information, TMI, for a few minutes, but I've had weeks, maybe a month or more of hemorrhoids, and those cause constipation because everything hurts passing past them. And so I've been just blocked right up. And part of yesterday was an extreme vetting of that. Uh, yeah, bright red. Uh, you could tell the hemorrhoids were going away. You never know how many you have. You never know if you only have one or two. But I can say that it wasn't long after I saw the blood, which doesn't scare me anymore. First time that happened years ago, it really scared me. But bright red blood and very veiny is your veins. Just a herniated vein, and then it pops and it goes. It's not really a gross thing. And it indicates near the end of that situation. Uh, and this I've researched, and you can even tell when a herniated vein, that's a nicer name than hemorrhoid, uh, has burst, is by looking at what is there, and you will see it actually, parts of it pulse, because it's a vein. It's all it is a vein that maybe had too much blood flow through it at one certain time because you're pushing, and it kind of bursts a little bubble, a little hernia. And either that's going to shrink and go back to being a usable vein, or it's going to just burst. And when it bursts, finally, thank God, you get away from the pain. And of course, I wasn't sure. But yesterday, things calmed down. It took a while. It took a while. And now I'm the day after the day after. And I know I'm healthy because last night, I had my first, I could call it a full night's sleep. My stomach woke me about 4:30, quarter 5 I was back to sleep. 6:30 I was up. So, although Monday, the beginning of the year, hurt, I'm thankful for it. But what is the day after the day after? That's the muscle pain. Now I'm dealing with the violent kind of moves my body had to make that day, uh, and the lack of actually walking or being a part of the world. All of that builds up. So last night my neck started to hurt really bad, and by this morning, wow, rough. My chest, my ribs, heaving, and my lower back. I do have a fibro uh, patch that I may put on if I could find more of the central area of this trouble. But it's only just, this isn't fibro, this is the body's natural reaction to heaving, to difficulties, to try and sleep in weird positions, all that kind of stuff. So it's just a painful day, but it's a day with smiles. Smile through the pain because it means it's over for now. Will it repeat? It's fibro. It's cyclical. It will repeat. But I haven't had an incident like this ever. I've had one much milder probably 2 or 3 years ago. So will it repeat often? There's never a guess, but I would say not. And I'm eating healthier now. So I think also my eating healthier helped. The body just picked a moment and said, let's flush all this out. And OMG. But hey, has this ever happened to any of you? And I'm real sorry for the crappy talk. My friends, it's a longer one and I didn't get interrupted, so I'm going to go now before she replies back, because she will, and say peace and cheers, love and harmony. And it is apropos that I started the new year with a fibro flush because I said last year was all about finances. This year is going to be a focus on health. Well, to be starting the new year with your health issues front and forward means I made the right choice on a resolution for myself. My friends, much love. Ooh.